Daniel Green.
Daniel.
You want to show us a demonstration?
Sure.
All right.
Get primed up here. Yeah, so I'm the Western sales rep.
Okay.
So I cover all the Western states, New Mexico straight north all the way west.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good line through New Mexico and just over, huh?
Yep, basically.
Good. You do a lot of miles then, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I put miles on the road. That's for sure.
Sounds like Delta Dan.
Yep. So have you ever had the full demo of one of these?
I have it, and none of my viewers have either, so
All right,
it'd be great to
do her.
do it. So
Basically what I like to start with is talking about fuel contamination.
okay.
And obviously we know dirt's bad, water's bad, we want to get rid of those. But air and vapor is rarely looked at as a contaminant. But over time, air can actually cause just as much damage to a high pressure fuel system as anything else. Cavitation, it actually retards fuel timing. So we want to get rid of it just like any other debris or contaminant. So our system is capable of doing so. That's what we stand for, is fuel air separation system. But above and beyond that, we also have filtration capabilities to go down to 2 micron with our extreme water separator. So the fuel comes into the system. You can see how much air is in it right here. That's pretty typical. We do have a fairly small fuel cell, but in real world driving conditions, fuel sloshing around in the tank, it's getting aerated, it's getting foamy. This is what it looks like coming into your factory system. So we take that and we filter it down to 144 micron with our stainless steel mesh filter. That's this one right here under vacuum. That's to protect our gear rotor pump. So once it makes it past that filter, it comes into the pump, gets pressurized, comes through 1/2-inch ports and goes into our extreme water separator. That's what this guy looks like inside here. So this is our microglass technology. This filters down to 2 microns absolute in one pass, but it also blocks and absorbs water, effectively removing 99.96% of all water.
Wow.
So air separation happens in here as well. Air is buoyant under normal conditions. Obviously it rises to the top. Under pressure it forces all other air and vapor out of it, and it gets returned through our high flow fuel return line. This line right here is actually flowing constantly right back to the fuel cell or back to your fuel tank on the truck. So it's constantly recirculating, but you can see the air and vapor that is actually being discharged out of that. This line here is what we're feeding to the truck's fuel system under the regulated pressure of whatever it calls for.
Right.
So virtually clean, pure fuel at that point.
Got it.
Yeah.
So what's so I have a 2019 Dodge.
Sure.
Why would
this one is too?
Why would I want to put one of these on a brand new truck?
Okay. Basically the reasons I just talked about. Fuel quality.
Okay.
We want fuel quality, number one. We want to get rid of that air. We want to get rid of water. We want to get rid of all contamination.
Right.
The CP4 pumps that are found on these new trucks, the 2019 Dodge has it.
Yep.
They're not as robust as previous fuel pumps,
right?
Like the CP3, etc.
Right.
But even those are prone to failure over time with vapor, the cavitation. They come apart.
Yeah.
Air equals basically lack of lubricity.
Right.
Lack of lubricity can cause failures as well. So the more air you have entrained in a fuel system, the less lubrication you have. By getting rid of that, you supply perfect clean fuel, lubricates the fuel system, but also gets rid of that air so that it can't cavitate and cause other damage.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out to the Golden State Diesel Fest.